My friends, it feels so good to see you again. Today we are going to be making peppered rice, and for this recipe we are going to be using some pepper, some onions, some salt. I have my bell pepper here, some curry and ginger and garlic powder. We are also going to be using some seasoning cube, some eggs, some beef, your rice properly washed and drained, and some smoked fish. You will also be needing some vegetable oil and some palm oil. You can already tell that this recipe is burst of flavors, and the most interesting part of this recipe is that it is twistable. Whatever you have works. So even if you don't have beef and you have chicken, if you don't have chicken and you have fish, it's going to work. Just use what you have to get what you want. It's as simple as that. So let's get right into it. Oh wait. Hold on. Have you subscribed yet? Have you? Please kindly hit the subscribe button now. I love seeing your subscription. Your subscription makes me feel like I am doing the right thing. Don't forget to hit the notification bell beside the subscription button. And if you consider this video helpful, please kindly give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to drop your comments and your suggestions in the comment section. I love to see them, and your feedback too. And without so much being said, let's go straight to business, shall we? We'll be starting out by boiling our beef, and for this I'll be using a seasoning cube into it. A pinch of salt, some bay leaf. I don't joke with my ginger and garlic powder, and some curry, so I'm just going to add this into it because the base of a very delicious food starts from a well seasoned meat or protein. I'll also be going in with some onions. Now just stir to combine, and you don't even need any water to boil your meat. All you have to do is just cover and allow the meat boil in its own juice first before adding in water if the meat is not soft enough. In another pot, we'll proceed to boil our eggs. I don't like boiling my egg together with my food, so I prefer boiling it separately. And now let our eggs and meat get cooked while we do some other things, because we don't even have time. We'll be chopping the pepper and the onions with a food processor, and I'll be using my Buchi Mix food processor because why not? I represent Buchi Mix. Trust me when I say in 2 seconds, my food processor grated this thing to perfection. Why haven't you gotten your Buchi Mix food processor yet? Come and see. The uniqueness of this rice is ensuring your pepper mix is roughly blended. You don't want it to be smooth, okay? 15 minutes later, our eggs should be boiled already and our meat should be fully cooked. And now let's begin with cooking our pepper rice. This excitement in my face can only come from a delicious pot of food. You can tell already. I started off by adding in some vegetable oil in my pot, then going with some palm oil because the combination of both is a banger. Now add in half of your roughly blended pepper. We'll be needing half of it later. Half of it to make your rice base, and just set the remaining aside because we'll be needing it later, okay? I'm just ensuring I fry my pepper very well to remove every salt taste and to bring out enough flavor from it. I'll be seasoning this with some seasoning cube. I'm using 4 seasoning cube
because I'm cooking 4 cups of rice. So approximately 1 seasoning cube goes to 1 cup of rice. Do you understand? Now I'm going with a tablespoon of salt, but please, you can do salt to taste. You can divide the salt or add more salt to taste. Just suit yourself, because after all, is your food. Mix to combine and allow to fry properly.
And now let's check it. Oh, the aroma. Oh my god. You can imagine what I'm perceiving now. So we're going to be adding in our meat stock right now.
In case you don't know, whenever you boil your meat, don't throw the water away. It is very useful.
With our washed rice. This rice was properly washed and drained.
Now mix to combine before adding in water that will cook the rice. This way the rice tends to absorb the sauce very well before adding in water. So I love to just mix my rice together with my sauce first before going in with additional water, and don't put too much water, just enough to cook the rice.
Now let's crack our eggs before we make our sauce.
Honestly, I feel so great anytime my egg comes out so perfect, just like this. The perfect hard-boiled eggs without having any kind of injury around it. It feels so good. All ingredients are prepped already, so let's just go straight into making of the sauce.
Vegetable oil to your pot and some palm oil. The combination of both is very exceptional and very flavorful, so you don't want to miss it. Now we'll be going in with the whole panla fish, the smoked fish. When you fry your smoked fish in oil, the aroma is going to be very nice, and it's going to infuse flavor into the oil, and it's going to serve as a very strong base for your sauce and anything you are going to be cooking.
Just make sure all the fish is sitting on the oil, then just cover because of spillage. You don't want the fish oil to spill on your body. After about 5 to 10 minutes of frying on low heat, just check your fish, and by now it should be properly fried. The aroma should be everywhere in your kitchen. Now go in with your leftover roughly blended pepper mix. The leftover roughly blended pepper mix we left when we were frying our rice base. This is the right time to use it. This is the perfect time we need it. So I'll be going in with it, and I'll be adding in my beef. You can choose to fry your beef before incorporating it into your sauce, but I'm okay with it just like this. Now you need to season to taste. I'll be using just seasoning cube and salt. You can choose to use your additional spices, but don't let it be too much so that it does not overpower the taste of the rice. Go in with your eggs and allow the eggs soak up the stew. Also, you want the spices and the flavor and the nutrient of the stew also in your eggs. So just allow that to soak up the stew, stir properly, and just cover and allow to simmer for about 10 minutes more. About 10 minutes on low heat, this is what you should be getting. And now let's check on our rice, and our rice is properly cooked to perfection. You can already tell that this looks delicious already. Now just go in with your sauce into your rice, and god, it looks so good. Just go in with the sauce into the rice and just stir and combine carefully. My pot was a little bit small, but don't worry, I did it very carefully. And now, if everybody in your house is not wondering what you are cooking, are you really sure you are using this recipe? Because the aroma was aromizing, everywhere was smelling so delicious, and I'm sure when you cook yours you will understand what I'm talking about. This looks so good and it tasted better. It is so easy to make, and it is something your family will love when you give it a try.
Let's give it a quick taste.
It isn't as spicy as you think. It is just mild because we didn't use the habanero pepper. The cayenne pepper was not so spicy and it was delicious. The onions also gave it a very good balance Trust me, you will definitely love this one when you give it a
So
try.
my friends, now that you've known how to cook the most tastiest and delicious pepper rice ever, I hope you'll be subscribing, like, comment and share. And if you have any suggestion, just drop it in the comment section. Don't forget, we'll be here again Tuesdays and Fridays. I would love to see you in my next one. Bye. I love you.